this dumb music stuff is my dreams, eh?
And it's more important than me.
Yes.
As soon as he sees me in real life, it will become obvious I have zero junk in my trunk.
You're definitely not normal.
Oh, yes, we are.
But because there is no normal.
My whole life has been people telling me to stay
Degrassi
positive.
Next
No
Class is in session. The iconic Canadian series returns in the new year, chock full of every kind of drama and teen angst you can imagine. Welcome three of the incredible stars. We have got Ricardo Hoyos in the center, Sara Waisglass off to the side, and original cast member, the OG, Stefan Brogren.
I'm an OG.
You were in the show before they were even a thought.
I know. You know what? Degrassi Next Generation, I think you were 1 year, you're like a year old or something when we started Degrassi Next Generation.
Oh, like,
were you?
Do you mean like how many years I've been on? Or
No,
I
think that you were like when I started the original show.
No, I was 3.
Math's hard.
Fine, she was 3. She was 3. But it's been that long. It's been our 15th year of the new show, let alone the old like Degrassi Junior High and High.
Congrats. So let's talk a little bit about what it is like joining the longest TV drama in Canadian history. Like this is it 28 years and going strong? It's something insane. Like
it's something insane. It's yeah, well, I think we try to concentrate on episode to episode.
Yeah, because you literally were not alive or even a thought when this thing started. No, when this.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't. Yeah.
Right. So what is it like being a part of this incredible show?
It's pretty fantastic. I mean, you grow up on it. Every Canadian knows it and has known it since before they can remember. So it's like to be on it is weird, but also like amazing, and like you can't believe it, and you're excited, and all those things.
Like watching Ricardo grow up has been pretty funny because he's gone from sort of like he's a little bit like well, you're a super handsome dude now, but and like back then you were kind of like he's growing up in front of our eyes. The same with like Sara. Like were you 15 when you started? Yeah. They're
So what is it like for you then, Sara? Because here you are, you know, playing out the role of high school student, yet you can't actually be in high school. So do you feel like you are missing out when you're part of the set, or does that just kind of take care of it all for you?
Well, I mean, the people that I work with, it's like they're all kind of close to my age, and so it kind of is high school. And when you're in that set, it's hard to separate it from actual high school. But it's fun, like, and yeah, I miss a couple days of school, but I get to do what I love, and whatever experiences I don't get in actual high school, I get on the show.
Talk to us a little bit about what it's like directing, because not only are you Principal Archie, you actually put on the directing role, the hat, quite a few times. So what's that like? Do you like bossing everybody around?
I love it so much.
Yeah.
But I really do have a great relationship with these guys. I think because I try to work with them on a level of we're partners in this game a little bit, and I think there's, especially this year, there's been a real new revamping of the show now that we're on.
There's a cool hangout space, I know.
Yeah, it's called the Conversation Pit, but being on like, you know, our new bosses in a sense make us want this to be very true and feel like it's a little bit more hardcore, more like an older Degrassi that we haven't been able to do in the last couple of years. So the stories are very true to what kids are going through. I think we really wanted to make our audience feel that we understand what they can't maybe say out loud to their parents.
Yeah, and for parents, by the way, you know, here I am watching as an aunt, not knowing what catfishing is, but I learned through one of the episodes I was able to screen. So it's so much about technology and how that influences high school students, which we didn't know about back then.
And it's changed so much from like even the first season of Degrassi Next Generation, which was about a young girl in the first episode finding or the possibility that she's being followed by an older man online, and it turning into what is the internet now. It's Snapchat. Like that's a whole new world of like weirdness that you
How do you navigate it? And what about Drake? How do we feel about following in the footsteps of one Drake? Well, you were there before him. Did you know he had that thing on set? Did you ever in a million years think he would become who he is today?
No. And I'm going to say this right now. He's awesome, and he was awesome back then. But who does this? Who becomes Drake? That's
international
crazy.
Superstar.
Yeah, like I mean, he was going to like. I knew that we had a real. I mean, the cast is. These are most impressive kids in Canada, as far as I'm concerned. Maybe the world. But there are. But when you see someone like that, you go, that kid is awesome. That kid is awesome. But the work that he has put into being that, he was doing back then also. He was sleeping on set sometimes because he was in the studio all night and then would come and act during the day. Yeah. And was always on, I love him so much. I'm really proud of him. Who knew that he would be one of the biggest things in the world.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Do you guys love Drake? Do you listen to Drake?
Of course.
Do a little Hotline Bling dance? You got that down?
I didn't realize
I love
that
it.
that's just how I dance.
He modeled that after you, maybe.
I'm afraid
Snake.
that might be the case.
Okay, guys, check it out. Degrassi Next Class premieres January 4th in Family Channel's new teen block F2N. Go to breakfasttelevision.ca for more information. Continued success. I really did enjoy it. You guys are all wonderful actors. You keep it up for another 28 years. Let's do this.
Do it.
Yes. Right now, over to Kevin Frankers to the newsroom.